with that being said, welcome to the Pit Talk episode 5, right? With my man.
What's going on?
What's going on? Let's say hi to the people, man.
Peace. What up?
Anyway, but funny story before I even get to the interview. This dude was the first dude that told me I would be a master trainer. You know that, right? Nah, for real. That was one of the first times I was in New York Sports Club in the morning. You know what I mean? I remember I saw you when I was, redshirt again. As AB said in the last episode, we were bloods. And put our work in. Right. So, you told me, like, just keep doing your thing. You'll be fine. You'll be a master trainer. So, thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure, man.
First positive outlet. Thank you.
Yeah. Like I told you before, man, it was important for me when I floated around a little bit to make sure that I showed you guys as much support and love as possible, because outside of that, dog eat dog, you know what I mean? Pretty cutthroat.
That's a bad line.
Yeah.
So, all right, my man Will, this is his spot.
What up?
NYC, you see it in the back?
Yes, sir.
You might not see it in the proper angle, but you'll see it all over the place. So sooner or later. It's going to happen probably sooner than later. So, this is your spot. Tell us about when you started. Tell the people about how you got into fitness. What's going on? Tell them about yourself.
All right, well, I started in 06. August 17th, 06. It's one of my brother's birthday, man. What up, E? Was looking for a gym to join in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And New York Sports Club was on 31st and Lex. Went in there, threw some numbers at me.
Okay.
I said, let me think about that, you know what I mean? Then I went back in there, they were actually hiring. So, long story short, wound up working there, they put me on, and changed my life, you know what I'm saying? Started out as a personal trainer, and I knew nothing about exercise science. I didn't know how to use the machines, the equipment, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So coming out of school, it provided me an avenue to learn something and help people out. That's why I initially got into this, you know what I mean? So with that being said, I picked up a certification, took a little while, the NASM was on the floor. The gym at the time was very small, so the vibe was pretty cool. You know what I mean? It was enough for me to start out with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody that came through, you pretty much knew them. I worked there in the morning. I had never been in there at night. You know what I'm saying? So the morning flow. Yeah. The morning flow, it picks up a little bit, but then it dies out.
Right.
One of the worst parts of being a floor trainer, if you ever really hit that floor, is when everybody goes to work and you stuck in that moment. You're like, where's everybody? You know what I mean?
That's right.
So, you got to maximize your time, use it wisely. I took the time to invest in educating myself because I wanted to be the best.
Right.
I wanted to provide the best service. How can I best help the people? One of the things about what we do is that once we learn something, it gives us a platform to give it away.
Right.
Share it with people.
Right.
Not necessarily give it away. Of course, it's a giver's game, but it turns into a financial balance where as you continue to put your time in. Pain, like you like to say. You know what I mean? That shit is painful in the beginning. So yeah, man, it was a blessing. The gym was small. I used to work the front desk. You know what I'm saying? People came in. Yes, sir. So we didn't have red shirts when I got down.
Okay.
But my man, he was a pro trainer, which was the very next level.
Right.
And he would just come and go. Shout out to my man Tom. Tom still live in the hood, man, walking the dogs. What up, Tom? He was a cool guy. So I was like, yo, Tom, what I need to do? Because you're always looking for that little wingman, somebody, a little mentor to help you out, put you on. And all he told me to do was study. Right? So hold on, at the time, I was looking for a little bit more, man. I'm like, what do I do? He's like, yo, study. He had a little accent. And that was the best thing he could tell me to do at the time, you know what I'm saying? And although it didn't seem like much, looking back, that's it. That's what you got to do. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. So, you know, at the time I was a floor trainer, being stuck on the floor, cleaning machines, all that good stuff. You know, helping out, doing all the stuff that they prepare you to do if you don't even pay attention to it, right? But I studied, man. I studied. I failed the test the first time, I think I told you. You know what I mean? Because I was using that study guide. Don't use that study guide, man. Make sure you read that book cover to cover. Don't cheat yourself. Yeah, I didn't read the book, failed it. Read the book, passed it. You know what I'm saying? And when you read the book, somehow it was just like, I guess it was just putting people together, like a list of people for me to work with. Right. Because once I got that cert, it was go time. You know what I'm saying? Fitness orientations, all that good stuff, you know, had stack. You know, it was nothing. You know what I mean? Because you know that the name of the game is fill that work schedule. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you want to try to create as much as a full day so that you can eat. You know what I'm saying? If we don't work, we don't eat. You know what I mean? So this was still my part-time job. And I just said, F it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it clean. I got kids. You you might see this one day. Curse sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You're being modest. That generous. It's all okay. We all do.
But yeah, you know, I was just able to put myself in a position to help more people. So I started out as a trainer, pro trainer. And I remember going into the gym, and you know, one of my mans at the time, what up, Queens? I'm just gonna call him that. So he was teaching a class. Okay. So I said, hold up. He teaching a class? Yeah. And then I was just like, all right, boom. And I started talking to LV, because LV was in there and she was getting busy. Yeah. Shout out to LV. LV is one of the coaches here. Check her out. She told me what to do. When they got my shirt, it took me a little while to get it. But at the time also, the gym had a lot of things in place to invest in the trainers. They had workshops. They had discounts on certifications. You know what I'm saying? So the education was like there for you to help you develop yourself as an individual within this industry, but also for you to build up your business. So I took it as that, man. You know what I'm saying? Took it and ran with it. And started teaching classes. You know, my first class certification is Club Strength. The barbells, man.
I remember that.
Yeah. I remember it was like 50 of us over in Crown Plaza just going through the workout. You know what I mean? And it felt good. Like it was nothing like it. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of trainers in there. You know, just trying to get right and learn the craft. And you know, that was it. You know what I'm saying? So I teaching classes, picked up my first class on 41st, held that down, had the same playlist for an entire year. It was real, man. You know, you don't know. And you know, I'm from uptown, so being down here around, you know, different type of cultures and people, you had to learn what you could do, what you can't do, how to vibe with them, and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, just wanted to make sure that I didn't intimidate them with what was my source of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And not disrespect our culture by, you know, sharing too much with them, being too comfortable. You feel me? So there was a lot of Justin Bieber and Kelly Clarkson.
I might have to edit that part out.
I'm just being honest, man. I don't play it now, you know what I mean? Because I know now, you know what I mean? But at the time, it was just like I had to learn that, you know what I mean? I had to connect, you know? And that's why it was the same playlist for the whole year. But, once you start, you know, being around them and you know that the walls come down, and the comfort that was opened up, and you're able to, vibe with them a little bit more. They listen to the same stuff we listen to. Not to call them made, but
Right.
And it is what it is. You know what I mean? We had this conversation before, being confined to a certain environment, growing up in the hood.
Yeah.
You're not subjected to different types of people. So that's what this broke down for me, man, and I'm forever grateful because when you're in business, you can't be too selective on, you know what I mean, who you do business with, you know what I'm saying? And it was, that was it, man, never looked back, got more certs, taught more classes, started picking up more work. If there was a class being taught somewhere or they needed some sub coverage, you know what I mean? That was it. You know what I'm saying? Jumping on it. Because, you got to get to the money. You know what I'm saying? You stay in one spot too long, burning your own bridges. Yeah, man, you got to eat. Another reason why I really got into group fitness because a lot of my clients, well, people that I train with, I don't like to call them clients, start traveling. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only traveling, but that ass moving. Right, moving. It's like, yo, what I'm supposed to do? There's no consistency. Like, I'm investing in you, putting all these programs together and all that shit. And after the year, they're like, yeah, so I'm moving to the West Coast. So what I'm supposed to do? Now I gotta hit the floor, pick up more work, and it's a gamble, So the classes provided a little bit more consistency for me, But every time I walk into a class, I use it as an opportunity to train the entire room. Right. So that was my approach. Right. You know what I mean? And rarely did I ever do the workout with them. Right. You know what I mean? That being said, I kept the personal training shirt on. As you moved up in the ranks, you know what I mean? I think I told you, throw that mask on and
that nice polo shirt.
Yeah.
I think I still got mine.
Right. I think I donated mine or something like that.
I guess someone that is true. That all like.
Swear to God, man, I went to town, and I just saw some random dude walking around with a personal training shirt on. With me. I know he got it from somebody uptown in the sports. It's all good. It was a nice photo. But, so that was my platform for me to. Promote myself for one, connect with the people, help the people, and fill the schedule, And I don't know if you know, but the title WRKNYC started off an email. My original email was WRKNYC because once I started investing and learning about the health and fitness, my immediate inspiration and motivation was to get back to the block. Right. So I had a little vision that everybody, shout out to Ali Mo, rest in peace, man, but I saw some footage of the homie running around and like doing pull-ups on the light post. Right. You know what I mean? So that's something I had in my mind, like, yeah, we're gonna do this. That's not how it went down, though. That's not how it went down at all. Reality kicked in and it just flipped a whole nother perspective on some of the things that we become accustomed to as far as our sources of entertainment growing up in the hood. You know what I mean? Like just things that are socially accepted, which we talked on before, which is the smoking and the drinking and all that kind of stuff. You know that high life. Yeah. And at a point in time, it's only a matter of time where you really gotta decide what you want to do. Like if you continue to do that, the health risks that come along with that, whether you're gonna pay attention to it or not. Growing up in that same kind of environment, I extended my insight to my immediate peers to cut certain things out for like a month. Right. Like stop drinking, stop smoking for a month. And the feedback that I got wasn't really conclusive with what I was aiming to do. You know what I mean? When you cut that shit out for a little while, part of my French. It clears your mind a little bit, man. And you're able to pay attention and be alert. Again, before I got into the business, I didn't even know people got up on Saturday mornings at 11, 9 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? And seeing that firsthand, I'm like, yo, what are they doing? Where are they going? Because, you know, we sleep, we recovering, you know what I'm saying? We party Friday night, we work Monday through Friday, live for the weekend, you know, and, you know, it's just a vicious cycle that catches up with us if we're not really paying attention to it or getting a grasp on it.
Right.
And, you know, that just gave me more ammo to go hard, you know? And, you know, it's just why we here, you know what I'm saying? We're here to help people live longer,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
Another inspiration why I got into this was, aside from me being active, was more on the family side, you know? Watching my grandfather, my grandmother, my B-pop check out from health reasons, diabetes, smoking cigarettes, drinking, emphysema. It was more like, I know what the smoking going to do. Just like probably 99% of us now know what the smoking leads to. Alcohol abuse ran in my family. So, you know, you might not even realize how much you're dibbling, dabbling into it. You understand? Because your tolerance might be high.
Right.
You know? Right. So it was more for the family. You know what I'm saying? I want to stick around for my family. You know what I mean? And this is an avenue to provide that kind of, you know, result.
Yeah.
You know? And help people. You know what I mean?
It's always better to have a more personal drive.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because a lot of people do training things and whatever, you know, fitness shit for you know, monetary things.
Right.
That's not really, you know, the purpose behind that. Like, what I feel is that people like to put that the dollar sign in front of to actually craft and giving back and helping people, education, all this other shit. You know, I'm not with that. I'm adamant about being against that. Yeah. That's the end result. That's like putting aesthetics in front of functional fitness. It's the same thing. Aesthetics is the end result. Functional fitness is what you get you there. Right. Similar thought pattern. Absolutely. I don't believe that way. So, you know, we can bash the internet in about a few minutes. Right. So tell us, you said that Working on came about through an email. Yeah. How did this actually manifest into this? What you have here, your own studio and all that other good stuff. Man.
So, you know, once I started teaching classes, it gave me a lane to go out to the different clubs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because at the time where I was working at, we had a lot of locations throughout the city.
Right.
So if there was work, you know, got to get to the work.
Yeah.
Queens, Sunnyside, Long Island, certifications, Yonkers, but pretty much within the 5 boroughs, if there was a club, a class, I was able to get there.
Yeah.
I would go.
Right.
As you continue to go and you float around on a consistent basis, they start offering you permanent classes. You know what I'm saying? So factoring in the time it gets there, and then, you know, all that other stuff, it worked out. Long story short, I was able to pick up some consistent classes. You know, I was able to, it wasn't interfering with my training, you know. In fact, down the line, I started to train around the class schedule, right? It cut my prospecting time down because now I'm pitching to 20, 30 people at a time.
Right.
And I developed that mailing list. So, you want to know where I'm at? So on the mailing list, they having a good time. I'm growing in the craft. They're giving me an avenue to do different things with, from sports conditioning to boot camp, strength, total body. I tried to make sure that every workout was different. You understand? So now if you come here, you're not getting the same thing. You know what I mean? So now, and everybody was having a good time at the time. I guess it was something different, you know? So slowly but surely, people started following me around. You know what I mean? So where you gonna be at? And then, you know, people seeing each other on a consistent basis, now they connect. And I'm not going to sit here and be like I'm responsible for, people meeting and all that kind of stuff, because things happen. You know what I mean? They were supposed to meet.
Right.
But that's pretty much what happened. And then, the email list grew, started connecting, they started seeing results, camaraderie was there,
Right.
family was being formed, people having fun, getting fit, and, we was able to move. You know what I'm saying? We was able to move. What wound up happening was, at the same time, once you're working underneath somebody else's establishment, you're always working for them first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever they put in place for you to establish yourself is on you to take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I was in there like, but I was looking for a little bit more financial assistance from them.
Right.
More money
Right.
for the service that I was providing. You know what I'm saying? Classes over the school, training. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But again, as long as you're working for somebody, they're going to give you what they want to give you.
Yeah.
Never taking nothing away from anybody who was making what they was making more than me and all that kind of stuff. More power to them. I wasn't concerned about that. I was concerned about what you pay me and what I need for me and my well-being and what I'm establishing for myself and my family outside of here. Excuse me. So with that being said, they started pitching one of those signature, formats that's worldwide and all that without going into detail. And I went and got certified because I had a lot of the certifications that they put out. And anything that I put out, I had so much of a following that people eat it up. You understand what I'm saying? I made them enjoy it because I know them now.
Yeah.
Now I know my people. You know what I'm saying? And they know me. By asking for a little bit more money before I started taking this route. And they deaded me. So, one door closed, another door open. You know what I'm saying? Took matters into my own hands and just decided to go hard with this. But looking back, and this is something that I kind of share with individuals, there's certain ways you do things.
Right.
I wouldn't really did it the way I did it, but I did it. It's done.
Exactly.
Because you don't really realize what you was doing until you look back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I mean? And I did it. I'm not saying I'll ever do that again, but lesson learned and move on. But this was brewing the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it was just why try to cap it at something and it's already developed into something more. Just try to focus on the very next step. Where else can it go?
Yeah.
This all started just by helping people.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So when it was time to open up this physical location, the approach was the same. But now we're not underneath somebody's umbrella.
Yeah.
You understand? Now we're pitching to the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a different dynamic. It's a different hustle. It's a different grind.
Yeah.
It's more serious. You know what I mean? It's more at stake. But there's certain things that come along with that that's priceless.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
From the experience to the flexibility, I could go on and on, but there's no turning back. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had a lot of help along the way. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never sit here and be like I did any of this by myself because that's not true. However, whenever I came into someone who I felt was really sharing the vision, I would try to pull them in.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you get into business, that's when things, start to shed light on different situations and all that. Everything is a learning lesson. You know what I mean? But we open, man. WRKNYC, 51 East 34th Street. If you haven't been here yet, man, please stop on by, man. It's only a workout.
My body, right? The classes.
When
you sign up for classes, you got classes.
Yeah, man. It's that moment we're gonna do the picks. You rate this location. Download the app, the WRKNYC app. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, stay in the loop. You know, yeah, man, come check us out, man. You know,
I'll post all the links on the home page. All right, so this is a perfect segment.
Okay.
Talk about the internet.
Yeah.
I've known you for a while now. I pretty much know you my whole training career.
What's up, American Idol, baby?
So we were trainers before the Instagram thing became a popular thing, facts, right? And you had a following before Instagram. What do you think is the influence, positive and negative, of the social media aspect into the fitness world now?
Social media and the fitness world.
Yeah, man, this the good stuff right here.
So you see now you're talking. There's a lot of insight I have on it now because sitting in the seat that I sit in, I know what's going on the back end.
Yeah.
You understand? A lot of, you know, I don't really care. A lot of people don't even manage their own page. You understand? So you think you're talking to somebody, you think you're following somebody, but somebody else is doing that for them.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Me personally, I wouldn't take it too serious. You know?
Right.
I don't do too much following on it. You know what I mean? Because of it's not genuine. You know?
Right.
Use it for what you want to use it for. It is a vehicle, it is a tool.
Yeah.
Don't take it too serious.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there who might not have the certain level of education, who might not have the same passion as far as their title claims.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like when you have a certain title, like there's a lot of responsibility that comes up with that. You know what I mean? A lot of people on there might just like to work out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they start throwing other stuff behind it.
Right.
Because these people look good and all that kind of stuff. But then again, you get caught up in that. There's a lot of ways you can like crop and shop your body and all that kind of stuff. So it's just like, you know, what
Crop and
what
shop.
are we doing? You know what I mean? Who you following? You know? So it is a tool. It is a tool. It is a vehicle. It's necessary. It's a necessary evil, so to say. You know, I see people taking it too serious. You know what I mean? There's certain people who you don't even know who they are. You know what I mean? And then you got people who post their private stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, you gotta be careful with that. Watch who you following, but use it for you. Like if it's a source of entertainment, if you're using it and it's motivating you to get up and be active, so be it, man. Rock out, do you. If you're fronting, lying to the people, like you all this and that, you know, you know, that shit get weird sometimes, man, because it's just a lot of selfies, you know. What that got to do with, you know?
I know, you're right.
But you know,
it's a selfie with a motivational quote. Hopefully you go work out today.
You know, sex sells and all that kind of stuff. You know, so to each his own. I've never been a fan of you know, all that stage work. You know what I mean? You know, I got a little girl now, so you know, like Chris Rock said, my goal is to keep her out the clear hills. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, and you know, that's just another avenue. So, and I was thinking about this the other day, like because I used to like really be against it, like. That's not real. You gotta pump your body with all this kind of stuff and take this and take that.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, because there's always two sides to a coin, and that's what's helping you maintain your mental sanity, and that's what you like to do, that floats your boat. And, you know what I mean? Like there's different things for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's that, man. You know? I'm not one to pay for followers and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, you just start seeing different things, and you know, start calling you up. Hey, I'll do this for you, and you know.
So listen.
Yeah. Let me manage your page and get your likes up and all that kind of stuff. And, I don't care. You know, that shit really.
Working on my app, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Download the WRKNYC app, man. Stay in the loop, you know?
All right, so that's the opinion of the social media thing. What do you think about the fitness industry? I don't know, well, you still float around and shit. The state of the fitness industry as far as like the tangible shit, not the social media thing, the physical aspect of it. And I guess you can follow that one up with the biggest advice you give new trainers. Because a lot of new trainers I notice, I mean, not to cut you off, they don't have the same type of mentorship.
Right. What was your first question?
What do you think about the
state of the fitness
industry?
Hey, so here's the thing, man. That's what I gotta go back to my grandpa, man. Miss you, man. Love you, man. He told me, this was probably in the 7th, 8th grade. He was like, you want to make sure that you establish yourself in a career where you'll always be needed. Right. And at the time, this was like before computers was big. Right. So I guess like, following your gut, following your heart, and really like just following some of the things you enjoy, you're really connecting the dots with being true to yourself. Yeah. Right? So the state of the industry is, I haven't been training for anyone else for X amount of years. You know what I'm saying? Like I started doing this outdoor in 2009. You understand? Like I never stepped into the gym on a Saturday except to use the bathroom after teaching my outdoor. You understand? On Pier 45. Shout out to all of my day ones who was out there on Pier 45, man. We were out there first. And we'll be back out there again soon, man. But thank you, y'all, because without that, we wouldn't be here. Just want to throw that out there. This is not going anywhere. Even the constant evolution in life is that things are constantly evolving and growing on to another phase. Right? It was only a matter of time before individuals started stepping out on their own, taking that very next step for themselves, and not depending on, what you call it a box. You know what I mean? The box life. You know what I mean? But some people are cool with that security, aspect of it because they need that consistency. They need that paycheck for whatever reason. That wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I like to do my own thing. You understand? It's not going nowhere. I'm in one of the the fancy places now. I ain't naming none of them names on this. Fuck it. They ain't this is false bias. This is not to promote any bias. And I hope you don't see my sneakers right now either. Too bad. But like I was saying, it's not going nowhere. I do see a certain amount of education being invested into the fitness professionals or people seeking, to be a professional. In the beginning, it's probably like the hardest part. I'm kind of like touching on both at the same time. So that floor shift, all that is going to be out to people who are really serious about turning this into a career, because that's the hard part. You understand? Like I said before, this ain't going nowhere. People always going to need to work out. Some people are always going to be concerned about how they look. You understand? Some people might do it for health reasons. One of my oldest members is no longer taking pills. You understand what I'm saying? Her precious thing. She goes to the doctor, her results are through the roof. You know what I'm saying? A survivor. We're in a position right now to compete with them, so to say, the bigger guys. And as long as we stay true to what we're doing, we'll always be around. You understand? And so it all goes back to what are your intentions? You know what I'm saying? If you just want to help people and provide the best service, good. The money will come. You understand? Like I said, I haven't been training for them for a long time. I started private training once I was able to. You understand what I'm saying? So all of that split stuff, I wasn't having that. You know what I mean? I shut that off early. And also what that did was that provided a platform to me to really like learn a little bit about, the small group aspect, which is a median in between the group fitness and the personal training, which is like affordable training, which is what we offer. This is the new thing. You understand? This is what it is. This is what the game has evolved into. One thing I like about the city is that it's fucking overpopulated. You know what I mean? Which was another reason why, like, when I came to show y'all on 23rd, it was like, yo, man, it's enough for everybody to eat. Yeah, I've been in other spots where, you know, people trying to steal your clients and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the people you trading with. And it's like, yo, it's not even that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, it's enough food for everybody. You know what I mean? We in New York, baby. You know, anything you want to do, you can get started. You just got to be consistent with it. You know, and that's what this taught me along with the training. So the state of the fitness, you know, it's a lot of fluff. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to be running around taking your shirt off all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's your thing, then go ahead. You know, but that's not why I work out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I'm not in shape. You know what I mean? But with consistency, you're gonna like look your best. There's no way that they're gonna look like me if they don't do everything that I do and more. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody's body's different. Yada 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 yada. Long story short, man, this ain't going nowhere, man. You know what I mean? But this is not a fad. You understand? Take it serious. Now we're gonna segue into the new trainers. Educate yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Tony told me, man, study. But make sure that there's so much stuff out there to pick up too. You know, you just want to make sure that you capitalize on something that you're able to connect and share with individuals. You understand? If the demographic of people that you have access to are in their 20s and, you know, early 30s, you shouldn't go get a silver sneaker certification. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, like, it's so many things out there for you to really, like, you know, connect and share and really help people. Just find the right ones that work for you. You know, I racked up, you know what I'm saying? And that was my thing, you know? Plus we got them cheap over there. They gave us a nice little discount. So it was like, what? Check the thing, you know? Check the schedule. If it was opening up, taking it, man, taking it. And it was a beautiful thing. I'll never do anything different, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change anything, let me say that. But, yeah.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next? Well, I tell you, what's next? What's next?
Yo, really? I don't know, man. You know.
I mean, you keep it on the low. You know.
Yeah.
Keep it on the racks.
You know, there is no next. You know what I'm saying? It's only right now. You know what I'm saying? So here's what's going on now. We got the small group training thing. We got the kids thing going on. We got the running thing going on. You know, giving back to the community is big. You know, just making sure I'm able to provide for my family. You know what I mean? And by the grace of whoever, I've been able to do that, man. It's all a blessing. Yeah, I don't even know these days. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much politics going on all sectors. You know, I don't even know who to pray to no more. You know? Should I pray to the ad god or the calisthenic king? Yeah, man, there's no next. This is it, man. If you haven't been here yet, come on down, man. You know? Yeah, man, this is an oasis. We right here on 34th Street, the Miracle on 34th Street, right?
Across the street from one of these boxes that I'm not going to refer to by name. You know
man. Yeah.
Right now they're looking a lot. They're looking like you know what I mean? But yeah.
Word.
So this is a nice little spot. I don't know if you really want to touch on the veganism thing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we can.
I don't know if you want to touch on that.
Shout out to you. Shout out to my man FB. I had a lot to do with that. I no longer eat animal products. We're going off and on for a few years, but I went all the way in. It was a transition, and that's another thing. You know, growing up, the way we were growing up, the fueling process was just pretty much systematic and it was conditional. You understand? So Thanksgiving was, you know, a routine, and you know, you grow up and with the different types of fueling that's not conclusive with longevity. Right? So what winds up happening is you start picking up all these health problems. And you're drinking and you're smoking and all that kind of stuff, which is just speeding up your ticket. So the state of mind growing up, in the hood, they got you thinking that, you might not make it to 21, 18, because you're witnessing certain things. You understand what I'm saying? And it's real difficult to change that mind state if you don't break out of that environment. Because even if you go back, that's where you live, there's a certain kind of way you gotta, conduct yourself and the way you maneuver, just for your own state of being. So there's a lot of stress, a lot of stuff going on, and we all living on top of one another and all that kind of stuff, and they teach us to hate our brother, you know what I'm saying? And turn on one another, and all of that boils up to what we kind of like convert and choose to break that condition mentally. So, comfort food. Fried chicken, what you got for me? McDonald's on every corner, Chinese store.
We got the Kennedy's fried chicken.
Right. Shout out to Reem and everybody over there. And steak and cheese, It was, man, it's just like, that's not even what we supposed to be eating. You know what I'm saying? Deli meat, we grow up eating sandwiches and all that kind of stuff. And, once you start peeling back the veil and start looking to how this stuff is made, you shouldn't be putting this stuff in your body, but we don't know no better. I think I told you before that I wish somebody would have put me on sooner. You know what I mean? I used to dip the cookies in the milk and all that kind of stuff. That was my treat. Comfort food, macaroni and cheese, loved it, burgers, all that stuff, but as we evolve and embed ourselves within the industry, it's only a matter of time until you really start changing a new leaf and adapting something else that's a little bit more conclusive with what you're doing. You know what I mean? It was funny because there was an episode of Martin when he was dealing with the chick, I'm talking about, and she was talking all this, and then he pulled up the photos and she eating ribs and all that kind of stuff. And it's difficult, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're eating a certain way for a certain amount of time in your life, 30 plus years, it's not easy to just hit that switch. You know what I'm saying? So your first choice of fueling is going to be, the meatless things. You know what I mean? Which we know now that's packed with a ton of soy. You understand what I'm saying? Which is something else you gotta watch out for. But it's not easy sharing what you care about and then just thinking that people will automatically adjust. Exactly. Because they might just be on this bullshit. You know what I mean? Talking all this. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to do no push-ups every day. I don't want no celery sticks. And you like, I hear you, but this is what I'm in, bro. And if I don't do, my civic duty on sharing this with you, then I'm not really being true to myself. You understand what I'm saying? I gotta keep it A1 with you all the way through. You understand? So all that, I was drinking since I was 10. You understand? Had my first blunt when I was 11. To the head. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is just things that we grow up around. It's the truth. You understand? Can't take that back, but you learn from it. You understand? And it's just like, what's next? So now we're here, and what you grew up doing. You know what I'm saying? I try to connect with my niece and my nephew, and I love you, but I don't say it. Because I kind of know shit'll kill you, baby. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. You know what I mean? Get down, and people are normally obese. You know what I'm saying? This is where your body naturally stores fat. The way you fuel, the fried chicken, like I said before, and all that stuff, you don't need it. The fish and grits, you don't need it. The chicken and waffles, you don't need it. The cheese, the dairy, you don't need it. And they pushed it on us as a youth And it's so bad that if you even ask somebody right now, they'll tell you milk does a body good. You know what I mean? But like I said, our level of awareness is different because of what we do for a living. Right. So we're exposed to different things. Right. And if we don't share it or connect it with the people, like I said, we're not doing what we're supposed to do. Whether they accept it or not, you don't have no control over that. You understand? You hope people at least pay attention to some of the things you say, because this is facts. You know what I mean? How they get the milk is facts. How they produce that chicken is facts. You know what I mean? How they do the cows is facts. Fish, all that. And it's not easy. You know what I mean? When it's right there, it's right there, it's right there. And you're not really making enough money to make certain decisions to make it to the supermarket so you're taking extra value meal. So how can I stretch this dollar? Let me get a family meal. You know?
KFC bucket.
Right. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, you know, it was good. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what they put in that seasoning, but you know, but chickens ain't supposed to be that big, you know what I mean? Or maybe they are. They're supposed to live and be happy and healthy and all that kind of stuff. But another reason why I converted was because after my son was born, you know, I just had a whole nother, you know, approach to living things. You know what I'm saying? And it just, like I said, with the fitness and the love for just life, just kind of came to the head. And you know, with the health situations I got going on too, you know, it's just, I'm not gonna say I ain't never had a rib. Like I ain't never had no turkey bacon, because that's not true. You know, I used to eat it all, and if you ask, you know, my widow, she'll tell you I overeat. You know what I'm saying? That was probably my problem. You know. But by design, they pull us out of the household to everybody go to work. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to make money, so nobody's really in the kitchen. If you find somebody that's in the kitchen, man, hold on to them, man. And get real, you know. But you know, you wind up eating out a lot and all that kind of stuff, and you know that it'll catch up to you, man. And you know, everything that looks good is not necessarily good for you. And a lot of the corporations, they spend a lot of money to advertise at certain times of the day, and then they use the color red and all that kind of stuff, you know, without naming any names. But if you watch a commercial a few times, there's a lot of Vaseline on that burger. You know what I mean? They oil it up real good for you, you know? It's real good. The presentation, they make it look all sweaty, you know what I mean? And then they tell you to go buy it. Now they don't compete with one another now anyway, so it's just all free.
Who's number one brand of bullshit? Pretty much what it is.
You know, and you know, they want you to go buy it. You sitting there on the couch, you like, man, that look good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna think twice. You know what I'm saying? Y'all assume your sub. You know? But yeah, man, I attempted to share it with everybody that I come, you know, close with, without being too, you know what I mean? Because that's never my approach. That's not even in my nature to try to like force you to do anything. I'm just sharing information, you know, whether you take it or not. But you know, sometimes just sharing information might need to be too much. You know, so you got to take a step back. You know, it's a balance. You know, I don't knock nobody who do it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I get it. But then as you start to evolve and start to think for yourself to a certain magnitude, you're able to see why you're making these decisions. Now, I know why you're making that decision. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, you become in tune with your body. You're familiar with certain things, you know? Then it's on you. Like, you want to go to the doctor and have them put 10 different prescriptions on you? Or you want to, you know, you want to not do that. Invest in medicine and pills and all that. That's the first thing they do. You know, they write a script for you and then take that. What's wrong with you?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do some tests.
Take this slip, man.
Let's do some tests. Listen, go get it. You see that shit every fucking day. It's sad, man, but it was true. I know so. Anyway, man, that was good talk. I don't want to pull the AB move and hang his phone. Shout to AB, man.
Word. What up?
You know, That was a long time. So we're gonna cut it there. I gotta get back to training. I know it's he gotta get back to his family. You know, doing the family guy thing.
Hey man, you know, shout out to everybody, my Supreme Training. Shout out to Trey Fit. Shout out to AB.
Big ups.
Everybody doing their thing. All the trainers.
All the real trainers.
You know what I'm saying?
All the trainers before the Instagram, man. Big ups.
Yeah.
And all the trainers on Instagram too.
Word.
If you're doing it the right way, man, big ups to you too.
Stay true to your craft, man. You know, keep developing yourself. Make sure your intentions are in the right place, and you know, sky's the limit. You know what I mean? Don't compare yourself with nobody else too, man. Yeah, man. Let me put that out there to the new trainers, man. Don't hate if somebody doing their thing. Just use that as ammo for you to know what you capable of doing for yourself, man. Because if somebody else can win, you can win. You know what I'm saying? Stop hating on your brother. You know what I'm saying? Help your brother. But everybody's designed a little different. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you keep your intentions in the right place, man. And, you know, the world is yours. You know what I'm saying? You know?
So no Scarface reference, right? It's the world, Chico, and everything in it, right? You know?
That's what's up, man.
Alright, yo, signing off. This has been Talk episode 5. Damn, bro.
American Idol.
I'm getting up there in the episode.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. This is a good thing that you got going on, man.
Shout out to you for letting me come here. I mean, hopefully, you know.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. We here, you know. One hand wash the other.
That's it, man. Peace, yeah.